Miss Arellano, you are suing your older sister, Miss Castro, for towing and impound fees in the amount of $3,592. Now, Miss Arellano, you inherited your parents' 4-bedroom home and the land that it sits on after your mother passed in 2019. And sadly, you, Miss Castro, and your brother here, your name is Robert. Y'all recently lost 2 brothers, January and February of this year, due to COVID-19. Now, listen, I can't imagine losing family members, much less a month apart. So, of course, my heart goes out to all of you. But now we find ourselves here in a dispute. Let's get to that. Ms. Arellano, you had a boat and 2 trailers that were being stored on the property belonging to your son, Mr. Gomez, and his friend, Mr. Flores, your co-plaintiffs. And you claimed that shortly after losing your brothers, the defendant here, Ms. Castro, went on your property and had these items towed and impounded after being asked specifically not to touch these items. Ms. Castro, you say that you didn't actually have those items towed off the property, that it was actually your brother, Robert, who lives on the property, who wanted to clear that area to have a planned memorial service in honor of your brothers. In your answer, you say that Ramona, who is your sister here, the plaintiff, that she is not the sole owner of your parents' home and land. Now, I know that we have evidence that the plaintiff submitted with a quitclaim deed where, in fact, your mother, who passed, did, in fact, list her as the owner of said property. Is this not correct? Are you contesting this?
We are contesting the trust.
Okay, where is that in the process?
We're still in litigation.
But the question that I have in terms of the issue at hand, towing away this boat, these trailers, on March 7th, on that day, she is still, the plaintiff, was still the owner of said property, correct?
No, because we haven't gone to court. That hasn't, the judge said somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose.
What do you have to say, Ms. Arellano?
The property is in my name, and I pay the taxes on it. I pay the insurance on it. And the property had went to the guardian because we were fighting for my mother's conservatorship, and I won because she's very irresponsible. We were all got along good until she started interfering because she's lost 3 properties and she lives in a trailer park.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's get to the towing of the boat and trailers. Why do you believe that it was your sister who had it done?
Because she's very controlling and she's very jealous and evil and manipulative. She was towing everything off the property, all my brother's cars. And we told Robert to please not move anything, and I recorded it.
So Robert, you told Robert, your brother.
Robert,
can you please take the stand, please?
And he said that him and her were gonna tow away the boat and the trailer, and that it was gonna cost my son money every day it was in there. My sister's the one that called because he can't even talk.
Robert, Ms. Castro says it was you that actually had the items towed away. Is that true?
That's true.
Just so I can understand what you're saying, is there a reason why you're wearing the scarf?
My jaw's broken. I have teeth sheared off at the gum line. I can't control my drool or sense when I'm drooling.
I'm so sorry.
I don't
Okay.
spit on anybody.
Got you. Okay. Now, you had the items removed. Did you go to your sister and ask her to have the boat and trailers moved for the purposes of having this memorial?
I called the sheriff's office, and they instructed me what steps to take in order to have
That was the first thing you did? You didn't actually ask?
I asked, and they would not reply. And when they did reply, it was with a curt answer and, non-complying.
Oh, okay. So that's when you went to the sheriff to
Yes.
ask for some assistance. Okay. And Ms. Arellano, you say that the items were impounded from March 7th to March 21st, and that's because the defendant refused to tell you where it was impounded?
Yes.
The morning of my brother's service, she came and was demanding that I tell her where these boat and trailer were, and I said, you're going to have to ask my brother. He's the one that had them towed. And I tried to work with them. I asked them, are you interested in selling them? People are wanting to buy them.
And at this point, was the boat and trailers on the property still when you were trying to?
Yes, I was trying to get them to move them. And I said, I'm trying to work with you. I don't want to have to come to the point where we had them removed.